I got pregnant at 17. We're still in school. And we both agreed that, of course, at the time, we were not ready for kids. We were entirely clueless on what the landscape was for abortion, other than the fact that it was inaccessible here in Texas. And so that's when I texted my mom and asked her, like, what do I do? And she was like, just call Planned Parenthood and see what they say. And of course, first thing I got told was, not an option here in Texas. When I found out I was pregnant, I was 8 weeks pregnant already. And that was one of the biggest wake-up calls for me, was realizing that, a 6-week abortion ban, that's 42 days. My cycle is 38 days long. So I would have essentially had 4 days to find out I was pregnant, schedule the appointment, get the appointment, do all the aftercare. And that's just entirely unfeasible. I wouldn't have even known that I was pregnant at that point. And so it just, in that moment, felt extremely unfair. They gave me phone numbers to a bunch of clinics in Oklahoma and New Mexico, just in a bunch of surrounding states, and I just started calling. I was at home and I was frantically calling, trying to figure out, like, what were the available dates? How much was this going to cost? How long are we going to have to travel? It was just like, what are we going to do? Just trying to wrap my head around what was going to happen. And then the next day was when I found a clinic in Albuquerque, New Mexico that had availability. And it was the soonest availability, even though it was a month out. So I found out I was pregnant at 8 weeks. The soonest I could get an abortion was at 12 weeks. And that alone was something that I didn't think about too much. I was like, oh, wow, that's a crazy wait time. But I didn't realize in retrospect how much that was going to impact me having to be pregnant for another 4 weeks.